You
Thursday.
went?
No, it
Oh, you
wasn't.
missed.
So I missed that year for about 3 weeks now.
It's
So
alright, it's
yeah, about
alright.
3 weeks, yeah. So
I'm
good
back.
to hear you're back.
Yes.
Now we are back with some information, and of course, we'd love for you to be a part of the conversation. Just in case you didn't know, a day before the show, we usually tweet the songs that we'll be reviewing so that you can listen and you can watch as well. So make sure you're following us at Smooth 981 FM. Use the hashtag Grapevine 981. It makes the conversation smoother, when you've listened to it already. So please go on there and listen and watch. We have a video and we have a song we're reviewing today. If you'd like to join the
Send me
conversation.
message. Send a message to 0809 444 0981. That is our WhatsApp number 0809 444 0981. Pour the messages on there.
Yeah, and we're also streaming live on YouTube. So please watch what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, so are you people ready for today? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We're born ready.
So the first song we're going to be reviewing this morning is one that we've all, shall I say we've all been waiting for?
So speak for yourself.
No, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, okay. So you remember that Tekno video attempt that went viral and has gotten him into a lot of trouble. Indeed, we've talked about him,
Yes.
and we're still going to be talking about him today.
The one he celebrated in Panty.
Chop
Wow.
knuckle for that. All right, well, the audio for that song is out. Me thinks it is a strategy, obviously, to bring it out whilst his name is being talked about, or he's been talked about
That's
a
really
lot.
hot, yeah.
But tell us what you think about this song. Is it worth the trouble he's gotten himself into? So this is Tekno featuring Zlatan with Agege.
You're dancing now. You're dancing.
Like the beat.
All right, guys, we're back on. Okay, so that's Agege, up-tempo song by Tekno.
I like the beat. Nice. As soon as it drops, you just want to move and dance.
Yeah.
Ignore what you see on YouTube. Yeah, you know the idea though. But still, I'm just saying, this song is catchy. It's interesting to hear. It's something you can vibe to. I don't know about the lyrics, so I want to swerve on that and excuse them. Now I understand why, because it makes sense now, like we're discussing before we started the show, James, how it is that it just sounds like the beat is,
Not off the
going
visuals
on,
that we saw, right?
thank you, going on tempo with the visuals that we saw at the Kiki Gate. I don't know if you were driving at that time.
No, I wasn't.
You weren't, okay,
No.
so we saw videos together.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I think. I don't think much of the song. I just like the beat. End of story.
I'm with you. I totally don't like the song. I mean, this is unlike Tekno. Tekno is, I won't just say melody guy, but he puts some vibe in his music. But from other things I've also looked out for as per Tekno in recent time, I realized, okay, the whole his vocal challenges, he had this, he had to go through a lot.
Allegedly.
Yes. No, I don't think it was like, it was for real. It was for real.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anybody would want to, for someone like Tekno, stay away from the scene for so long, for real. But Tekno can sing, bro.
Okay.
So, but for this one, it just didn't cut it at all. I don't know if it was that whole jumping into that whole Shanku vibe that caused it. I don't know, but it just didn't work for me at all. I didn't like the song. But I'm also excusing him, like I said, because I think, okay, maybe he's not ready to start stressing his voice and everything, or he's, so maybe that's why they arrive at this point. I mean, coming from someone that just put out the last song he had, I mean, from my own memory, was a Woman. Beautiful music, Then you now come with this. What are you talking about?
Do you think he's probably stepping it down for Zlatan to?
No,
there's no stepping down for anybody. It's just like I said, jumping on that whole shaku. Maybe I don't know when they recorded the song, but it's just not working. I don't care what they did. It's zero.
Okay, so I'm glad that you talked about his vocal prowess. I mean, this is a guy that gave us Pana. This is a guy that gave us.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you come out with this song.
No.
Agege as obviously one of your comeback songs. I'm so sorry. We saw and we talked about the interview he had with Daddy Freeze, and people are sympathizing with him that you went through so much.
Yeah.
But when you're coming back, come back with a bang.
Give us a story.
And then,
tell us something.
for me personally, I don't think for a first song for your this is not his first
For your
song.
comeback song,
He
I mean,
has
yeah.
go, but for a song that is part of your comeback song,
Mm.
I don't think Zlatan is the best person to collaborate with. To
Why
be
not?
quite
No, I
honest.
don't think that's collaborating with Zlatan is not a
So
problem.
person, that's
It's the
new.
song
This is
itself.
this is new because for me, I think he could have done better because it's techno. You understand?
Yeah.
It's techno. We've been waiting for him to release something new. Honestly, I don't think he should have started off with Zlatan. He
No,
could have had Zlatan
Ayo,
on another
Ayo,
song.
It's not about Zlatan.
That's me.
It's not about Zlatan.
But
It's about
Zlatan
the
dominated
concept.
this song.
It's about the concept of the song. It's
How
about
dare
the
you?
song
Doesn't
that
it
is
sound
like.
like
It would have been
techno?
no. That's what I'm saying now. If let me tell you, if it was that maybe that woman's song, for instance, and then
Yeah.
featuring Zlatan, it would have come out right.
If it was that woman,
Yeah, the woman's song. Your woman is
Okay,
your mother is a
woman,
woman.
okay.
Yes, if it was that song and you put Zlatan in,
memory,
Zlatan will blend into it. Do you understand? This is you gave Zlatan this beat, you gave Zlatan this song. So it's this choice of song that you actually put out. That's what it is. Not Zlatan. It's not about Zlatan.
And it's not about
Talking
him.
about telling
No.
the story,
Anyway.
James, you slipped that in, and I thought it was really apt. There was no story to the song.
No.
When you get to a part, you still repeat the same lines of this is your or whatever.
Whatever he said. So
Dismiss me with that.
Valentine,
Yes.
this is somebody that's coming through a very hard
Yeah.
time, a very difficult time.
Yeah.
I thought you'd come out here with your motivation to give us something and say,
Maybe,
well,
we're expecting
give
too
us.
much. Maybe we need to manage our expectations.
No, it's not about managing expectations. Even if
I
you
don't
did
know.
not have expectations, this song wasn't great. No,
Shehu says, I like the sounds you just made.
I saw. I just had to.
Shehu says that sounds absolutely like a cover up from the school. Okay, no, that's for Freshly Pressed. This next message says, song sounds like a bunch of imbeciles found their way to a studio. And Yemi says, even if they resuscitate that Pantis vacation was an investment in futility as far as I'm concerned, not worth it.
You see? Yeah,
Thank you.
Yende.
And Zook.
It says, well, that Agege song would blow in Nigeria because of the beat, a club banger, which I agree with you, but blowing, I'm not sure. But then it's a no. Agege call Okukomaiko ni.
What's this song says Gloria? I just heard beats, that's all. Zlatan call Ibrahimovic. Guys, take it easy.
All right, well, I mean, I didn't expect. Okay, anyways, let's move away from techno. Let's go on to something else. Well, I'm not moving away completely because we are still going to talk about him very shortly. But we have this new one. Who remembers Efe from
Big Brother.
Yeah, from Big Brother?
The same one.
You have to remember him.
Eh? No, I'm just asking now.
Okay.
I think that's the same.
All right. So, well, he's out with a new song and video. Well, I'm not sure the song is really new, but the video is new. He released it just a few days back,
Yeah.
and it is Scammer. Let's hear what you think about the song and the video. Don't forget it's on Twitter, so it's at Smooth981FM. Look for the hashtag Grapevine981. I feel like
Police is your friend,
and then the sentiment is something that people can vibe
Everything
with.
can relate to
Yeah.
yes now.
So he has finally come up well.
Scammer.
I can actually relate.
Oh, for me, that's one of the best parts of the song. Sorry, it's relatable. Relatable.
I mean, if a scammer, FC, you can relate to everything they said on this song. It's not even about the video, you know. It's supposed to just be they put people together and just okay, let's just do this for people to see. But it's a very beautiful rendition. I think it's a good storyline from A to Z. If they even pass the ball to you, the sound to you, you'll be able to tell us something about your own scammer.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very. And then look at the last verse by Tulenkey, the Ghanaian guy. I really loved that part. That guy really went in on the song. He closed the song perfectly. You know, so I love the song. Yes, like we said, it's relatable. Everybody I have my own version. I can take it on to you tomorrow too. So I like it. I love it.
All right. So give us your version of Scammer. Or when you've been scammed, a Nigerian scamming time. Give us. Everyone has to say Valentine. Think of yours.
Okay. When I came in, I said, "Oh, I missed you." You know, I said, "Scammer."
That's not nice.
That is the perfect.
That's
You
not
asked me.
nice. But I did
You asked for me.
miss the fact that you were not. I hadn't heard in a long time.
Scammer. That's another one.
So Valentine. But before Valentine's, speaks.
Uh-huh.
If you follow us on social media, like we always tell you to, at Smooth981 on Instagram, you know that we said we're going to have a special guest with us on the show today. Well, he's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one, the only Jim Iyke.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Sorry I'm
morning.
late.
Ayo, press that in now. Shh. Applause.
Is that what you
Let
call
me
it
do a
now?
manual
Yeah,
one.
that
Okay.
Did you have a shaker?
Welcome.
Yay!
Good.
All right.
Better
Thank
late
you.
than never.
Good
Huh?
morning.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's-
I mean, is this the point you blame the famous Lagos traffic? Or just tell the truth, huh?
Scammer.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's the car.
Everyone blames everything on the Lagos traffic. We
Yeah,
accept it.
No, but he was caught up in
It's
traffic.
the most
I saw
traditional.
his radar.
Yeah, well, okay. Thank God for technology. Thank God.
Good to have you on the show,
Thank you,
Jim.
man. I
I mean, a
appreciate
lot
that.
of people were excited when we
Mm.
posted on social media that we have the Nigerian bad guy, or shall I say lover boy,
No.
or shall I say, I don't know. You have so many personas when it
Let's
comes
see. I
to
cannot even.
so many personalities, but good to have you on the
Thank
show.
you.
Lagos, show him some love, send us some messages, and tell us what you think about having Jim Iyke in the studio.
So, Jim, before you stepped into the studio, just as you were stepping in, we're reviewing Efe's song. Efe, the guy who won Big Brother,
Mhm.
the ultimate one, featuring Tulenkey. You guys just
Yeah.
seem to have forgotten
No,
the-
I
the
mentioned
original name.
So he did. He
From Ghana,
mentioned.
yeah.
it.
So this is the first time we are really
Mm.
impressed with Efe.
Mm. Well,
Oh, speak for yourself, please.
FK as a person is very impressive.
Mm.
When you follow his career, and that's when I'm totally lost. I have not followed that keenly.
Mhm.
The person of interest has always been his journey of through the Big Brother house up until this point.
Mm.
I've had do I say the honor of meeting him twice, and I was totally impressed with him. I think people undermine his intellect
Mm.
a lot, and his drive and his wish to succeed and carry people along as it were. And I dare say, because of the journey and things he's been through, his personal life experiences, he's also some sort of businessman.
Mhm.
And, from what I heard, he's taking some very good decisions in his life.
Mm.
So, there's no better aphrodisiac for success than failure. So,
Mhm.
Mhm.
I don't think we can begin to judge what is ahead of the man by what has been behind him. It's a journey.
I'll say thank you. Well said. I'll say he did a great job with this song because it's
Mhm.
very relatable. I wasn't very optimistic when I saw this.
Me
on the
too.
list,
Let me be honest.
but I listened to it. I was
Me
quite
neither.
I'm impressed. So if it finally yes, and finally don't actually make sense.
So let me ask you. a
Wow.
question. Was the focus
Yeah.
all this time music for him? I thought, what was that what he wanted
Good
us to see him
question.
as after?
Well, when he came
I
out,
think so.
yes, that was what he branded himself as.
Even while in the
Musician.
house, yes.
Even while in the house, because obviously at that particular edition, it was people, they were established. So we had Bisola in that episode. We
Yeah.
had Thin Tall Tony,
Yes.
who is an actor. So
Mhm.
a number of them came in already with a
Branded.
plan, already branded. Exactly. So if they came in as a musician,
They were mostly creatives.
Mhm.
Sheyi sent us a message on WhatsApp. By the way, that number is 080944400981. Sheyi says this FS Kama is better than that Tekno phone ringtone song. Kama sounds like a song that could be used for one of those social media challenges. Kama challenge.
yeah, I like that. So what's your scammer challenge, Valentine? We haven't
I
forgotten.
don't have a challenge. I just have experience.
No, give us a line.
Give
we
us
said.
a line.
Val, I have been calling you since. Scammer.
Mhm.
No single missed call. Miss me with that.
Network.
Network.
Oh, don't worry, my people will call your people.
Scammer.
Okay, no, I beg to differ there.
What?
When I say my people call your people, my people call your
Don't call your people.
Don't put us all in that box.
I
No,
was,
don't do that.
I didn't call anybody's name.
Don't do that. No, it's a misnomer here. My people do call your people. That's all my people out there. You are testing the fact.
So you heard it on the grapevine. Jim has promised that if he says his people will call your people, they
Well,
will.
it depends on
indeed.
the people that will call you. The person that will call you amongst the people. There are layers, you know. So we determine the layer by how serious your business is.
All right, fantastic. Well, we've heard the music and we will go on a break now. When we come back, we'll have a chat with our guest, Jim Iyke, and also look at the stories we have for this morning. Don't forget to talk about the fact that we're going to be looking at Tekno and Obi Franklin, and then Toke Makima Sima has something to say about her single status, and Pato Rankin is Father Christmas in August. So we look at his, kind gesture, and of course, we can't wait to find out what Uncle Jim, as someone said on WhatsApp, has been up to in recent times. Stay tuned. It's a Grapevine 91 here on Smooth 98.1.
Love life.
Love music. Love life.
Love music. Love life.
Love music.
Love music. Love life.
You're done.
Well, no.
You're done.
This is the first time I'm actually meeting in person.
Yes,
Finally, yes, same here. James.
James.
This is
That's my name.
right?
Yes,
This is script, right?
yes.
Okay. So.
Where is
Okay, so already
Nice
has
to
some
meet you all
comments.
officially.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, yeah.
I
I
have
love
actually
your
checked
character.
on Wazobia Max. You came on Hello Nigeria on Wazobia
Yes,
Max
that
on
was day
Valentine.
before yesterday.
No, about
September?
yeah, sometime the first time we actually came back after the
Oh.
baby, and then we asked about it was on. You talked about yourself in
Right.
terms of your with your mom,
Yes.
and so you're quite open.
Yes.
So it was Valentine, not this Valentine, Valentine Onyeka.
Right.
Brought you
Oh
on-
yeah, yeah. I
on
recall
Wazobia
the tall
Max.
gentleman. I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah,
tall dark gentleman.
yeah. I'm still very. I still have close ties with what's his name? The other guy, the same guy. What's the name of our guy in Cool FM?
Which one is
this
this?
guy.
CJ.
He talks a little bit. No, that meets us outside every time. Austin.
Austin. Oh, okay.
Miss you every time you come.
Yeah,
Where else did you go to?
Well, really cool. Yes, day before
Day
yesterday.
before yesterday. Which show were you on?
I don't know.
The good morning show with Timothy.
Tim, you're all right. Okay, nice one. But you haven't been on TV in a while, have you? I mean, on that part for them, with them.
No, I think
He has one tomorrow.
the PR lady is always cutting out my.
Okay, nice one. So when we come back, we'll just talk about your role in the set of movies. It has to cinemas tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, tomorrow Friday.
So when you're a bad guy,
Yeah.
always like get on there.
It's hard to place my position.
Let people watch and
Maybe you would
find
like to
out.
answer for me. Since now you play the role.
He was a smart.
He said, well, I said,
He's seen it.
okay. Is this the point where I just shut up?
Yeah, but it's hard to really tell. He had no, let's not go there. When we jump in,
Okay, we'll jump in.
I need a simple plan that allows me to browse all I want, call all I want, and text all I want.
And
without
text
any
all I want.
restrictions. Oh,
I'm so
all
sorry.
flex is the perfect all-in-one plan.
You can almost mount them.
Really? You also get 300% extra on every more flex bundle. Now, that's more than just vitamins. It's more flex. Just dial star 344 star. Now,
344. Nice.
Oh, I thought you said the show.
No.
No, that one is. You can.
No airline connects you to Southern Africa for leisure. Business goals like Africa's most awarded airline, South African Airways. Allow us to give you a special treat aboard our A330-300 aircraft from Lagos to Victoria Falls, Lusaka.
But we're still live on YouTube. So hello YouTube family. Let me see if there's
South African Airways offers you affordable rates with no transit visa required to any of our Southern Africa destinations. Visit
so someone is feeling
Your booking today. South African Airways, bringing the world to Africa, taking Africa to the
okay, we're back in 30 seconds.
The Casbah, every weekday from 1 p.m. Enjoy the best of world
Can I see
music
some comments because some people welcomed him.
Smooth 98.1.
Alright, studio is live. Mic's up.
Casbah, Mondays to Fridays from 1 p.m.
It's a smoother style on radio, Smooth 98.1. Smooth Breakfast, Grapevine 981 with Ayo.
And Valentine.
And we have with us in the studio, of course, James Silas.
Yeah.
And our guest, Jim Iyke.
Good Solomon from Lekki says, personally, I'm glad that my role model was in the building. Can't wait to see what he has for us. Go and watch my YouTube. And Zook says, give Jim Iyke a radio job. He has a lovely radio voice. So
Aww.
like you. Jim, where have you been?
Nice one. All right. Okay. So now maybe we should start from
Set up.
from Valentine's question, where have you been? Obviously, we've seen that you are in a big production set to be released in cinemas tomorrow, the setup movie. And off air, I asked you a question. I said, what role were you a bad guy? You know, people like to, I know some, it's so amazing how young women, they say, why do good girls like bad guys? But young and old people, they just love, that Jim Iyke, with the phone. Remember that's how you bring out your glasses and bad guy.
Definitely was a character on his own.
So tell us, how was it, working on this project, and if you can give us a hint of your character in the movie?
I played Uncle Adam. It's a very special person. One of those uncles that cuts across the divide. It's not a certain age placement or strata. It's just Uncle Adam. For the young and old. He is a brilliant investment banker. He's a brilliant businessman, but also one that has a highly misplaced sense of entitlement. You could read the area of characters that they played all through the movie from the beginning, because I keep saying that this is easily one of the most visually invigorating movie of a long time, maybe all times possibly, with the twists and turns that came with the story. As it went, trust me, I did himself in every regard. When we started, we had a vision. We understood what we're getting to. We knew we were about to make one of the best movies. But what we really saw at the end product was mind blowing. We all left with our jaws on the ground. Really. I think it's amazing. I've had many projects, and I did one that I wrote and I put together in Atlanta, because I moved to America for a while. I lived in America for 3 years. At that time, I produced this movie, and we did an amazing job. I made that movie, and at the end of the day, I remember the day I came back after a trip in New Stadium, and I sat in the studio and I saw the end product, and it broke my heart completely, because the person that was recommended at the end of the day for post-production failed us woefully. Just killed it. And I was sitting there without any racial inclination whatsoever. I was looking at the white boy, and I'm like, okay, this is the reason why Africa works. Because I would have said my mind as explicitly as possible with my chest up, use a very explosive, intensely explosive, very chosen vocabularies for him, but and gotten away with it. But here I was looking at me like, I dare you say what you want to say.
How to maintain.
So I maintained, walked out, fired him, came back, packed up my, but here we are. At the end of the product, you understand the late, because we had a lot of late nights during the theories of movie making. We spent a lot of night. We did mostly night to morning shoot. So it was highly physically, mentally, psychologically demanding. But to see the end product at the end of the day, just this is the reason we do this. This is the reason we do it. This is the reason why every other endeavor has the theories of a journey, on your journey that might have got you a bigger paycheck, but this is what will remain your passion until you make that grave. I promise you. So
how much were you paid for this role?
I was fairly paid. If it would disturb your heart, because all of a sudden you're playing the role of a manager.
Because I know that Uncle Adam needed more advice in that movie. This guy, the socialites, being Uncle Adam, presented himself as a very smart schemer. That's why when we're playing the songs, come on, he stepped in.
Just entered at the right time.
It was apt.
He was really apt. And the way you played off at this way, Tommy's role and Dakore, I wasn't sure that first reveal that had that encounter at the party, the memorial.
Nobody used.
No spoilers.
But still, I was watching very keenly. I know who Jim Iyke is. I know the kind of roles he played and how he,
That's putting me in the box now. But no, I'm with
That's
you.
how I
But
feel.
yes,
That's
of course.
Before that, private screening, by the way, that I saw.
That he didn't tell us about.
I did. So before that day, I had stayed away from Nollywood movies for months. Nee is a personal friend, right? Struggled with him 20.
So the Nee they've been branding around is Nee Akimolayo, the director of the movie.
So after that movie, I went down, gave him a huge hug, and whispered in his ear, "Dude, I have never been this proud. You outdid yourself with that role. You,
You know, we all have to come with our acting chops,
Mhm.
obviously, because of the array of extremely gifted colleagues that were also
Yeah.
on that set. I mean, we're talking about some of the best brains, seriously, in the industry, and there's a certain keenness to talent. You know, it's just not enough to get to say you're gifted. It's not enough to say your experience. It's not enough to say you're comfortable amongst your people. Now, this was originally, trust me, I was in my niche.
Mm.
But what ups the ante somewhat is the people you're playing with. Okay, if I know
Yeah.
you're bringing your 100% A game to the table, and I don't want to be the shop for,
Mhm.
so to speak. Yeah,
Weakest link.
it has nothing to do with name, and everybody was like, okay, this is Jim. I have to outdo him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this is Adesua. I know that she's on top of her game. And this is Tinoba. This is Joke Silva. I was immediately among someone who was gifted women in the business across this part of the divide. So I just knew that one way or the other that this is not exclusive if you're the one found like it.
You're 42, right?
Hmm?
You're 42.
It has nothing to do with.
No, I'm just asking, how are you 42 and you're still
You still look
carrying yourself
great.
like this?
Omolara Martins
but
on YouTube.
let me also let me tell you, Akon I think put it best when he said that at some point lose them with the age. I think it's when I sat down with him, he said at some point lose them with the age. I woke up one day. I've been doing this since I was possibly 19 when I left school about 18, and I understood that from day one that it had nothing. I've left Nollywood 5 times. I'm back 5 times.
Why?
Okay.
For various reasons.
So what keeps bringing you back? What keeps bringing
There's something
you
I
back?
say that there's a certain affiliation in life as you go. There's a pattern that you must do as you go. A certain ideology that nothing can compromise it. It's not a bigger paycheck. It's not family. It's not the hiatus. It's not the company you keep. It's not changing your status, creed, or even religion. It is just something that you know that God created you to do. When you find it, it's as simple as that. No matter how you walk away from it,
You keep coming back.
That's interesting.
All right, there's someone who's also coming back to something that he believes very much that what he was created for. And one of the reasons why we love to have your company on the show today is to gist with us, just weighing on some of the issues going on in the entertainment world. And particularly as an insider yourself, you might be able to understand it better. So Tekno is someone, I mean, he left not because he wanted to, due to health challenges, his voice, he had to leave the scene. And in the interim, what's happened now is that he was signed at the time to MMG, owned by Ubi Franklin. Well, a few days back, Ubi came out with a statement saying that he and Tekno were parting ways. An extract from what he said. 5 years ago, I was asked why I was signing you because they saw you as rude and arrogant. My reply then was talent and self-confidence most times comes out as rude. And I believe the results show today that I wasn't wrong. So he's talking about the fact that he was one of the most successful made men. He'd made a successful growth of made men music, but now they have come to a point where they have to part ways. Thank you, Tekno, for all you do, and please have to part ways. It's almost inevitable in Nigeria in particular. After a while, they have to move on. We've had Wizkid and EME, we have D'banj and Dom Jazzy.
Bobby Franklin and Yaya.
And Yaya.
2016.
Can it ever be peaceful? Can it ever, someone said when we took the first story of Tekno being ill with Daddy Freeze, Tekno said that some people had said that it was Ubi that was behind his voice issues. Ubi had cast a spell on him or something. Are there times where there can be an amicable separation from your label mates, or does it always have to be contentious?
I think Don Jazzy pretty much sets the precedence for everybody to follow. Yes, he's had a few rough ends when one or two signees had to leave his platform, but I think he's demonstrated a certain show of superseded whatever was the contest at that point, politically or personally. He's come out many times to wish, not just to wish them well. These people came back, reverted back to the audience, to the public, to say that it's just not about spoken words, it's about an action behind it. He does wish them well, and sets them up to succeed consequently. I don't think it's different in this regard. I've met Ubi once, our paths crossed once. I didn't take away a very strong impression, obviously. We didn't spend time, so we've all been privy to some of the controversies. I've had my share. I never judge anyone. As long as he came out, and the words are powerful. So if those words came from him, I think we should begin to give the benefit of doubt now and say that people have learned. And don't forget this whole label management, celebrity management journey. This is the 101 for most of us. Nobody taught us how this journey was.
Yeah.
That's how we made all the mistakes we made, corrected ourselves, and kept moving. Some went under the bridge because they couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
But here we are. People are beginning to learn from other people's substance, other people's journey, and it's working well for them. The world is really a round experience.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's a common situation for everybody. It has no address, it has no creed, religion. Again, it has no age or status. How you deal with someone invariably gets back to you how your journey, the quality of your journey, the texture of your journey. And why is at this point Don Jazzy is signing another set of highly successful, talents? I think it's because of how he dealt with the others.
People have confidence in his abilities.
Yeah. So when you shut down, again, it's also a question of personal conviction. When you feel you don't trust, for lack of better word, your hustle. When you wake up and think, okay, when this guy goes, that's it, it's over for me. You were never late in the first place. It wasn't the boss mentality that brought you there.
Right.
That's a resignation to fate. That's tying your whole apron of life around someone, and that's a very dangerous philosophy.
Very dangerous indeed.
Yes.
Like you always say in business, you always have your exit strategy in place just as you step in. But it's worthy of note that Ubi, I feel like there's been a lot of pressure on Tekno. I mean, leading to him having problems with his.
It comes with the territory. Let's don't victimize or play and say that or begin to feel a little sorry. No, I don't do that. I think it's part of what, trust me, that takes me to the next level. Last week I lost what I think my chief of staff, more or less. Yeah, she just woke up and said, you know what, I can't deal with this schedule anymore. I have a man that wants to marry me.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say she died.
No. She just woke up and said, the man said, we can't keep up with, because she more or less, I mean, my guy is out here, he's been with me 9 years. For Halima to leave, I started a panic attack immediately. But I've trained myself to accept situation in a certain way. And there's nothing I do in my life that I don't second. In another word, a plan B, C, sometimes D's.
All the way to Z.
So,
all right.
Yeah,
so we need to go on a break now. When we come back, we'll have time for just one more story before we wrap up the show. But it's still the Grapevine 91 here. Stay tuned.
Wisdom.
We've said it that you are in the industry, and not just in the industry. You're one of the fathers of the industry, so you'll have much to say about the situation. We do when we come back. Just when we come back, we actually have like 2 minutes more.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
We have up to 2 minutes, okay.
Okay, now. And the ads are actually really long.
Are you serious?
Really long. They have only 5 minutes of ad.
And this is based on an investment plan because there will be no cash handed out. A master control class, and there will only be one winner. So why is Flisco doing this?
Look at your face. I think we won't even be able to, but we don't want to touch on the Toke material last week. No, I have been. Toke was on fire yesterday on Twitter. Did you see her tweet? She was giving people.
That's her thing, though. That's how she.
Oh God, she said she had not done this. Sat down and shouted, particularly with marriage, she was just speaking. Anyone that spoke to Toke Makiwa. No, but won't be able to take the story. Just have to.
Sometimes you just have to bend that spleen, man. When it's pent up, I do it. Trust me, I do it. I get it. But you have to do it. Where is the avenue, Valentine, to do it, anyways? I'm not gonna. You know how we're raised. I'm an Igbo man. I'm not gonna sit down with some stranger as a therapist. I was in Tekno. No. I am a psychologist, trained 4 years. There's no how. I was in Tokyo some time back, and a friend of mine, and he's in the Marines, a captain, sat with me, and he was going back and forth. And I said, hey, what's going on? He said he's going for his, he calls it the transition of sorts. And it had to do with the psychology. And maybe I should come along with him one day. And I went, for the sake of argument and experience, I went and I sat down and just watched from, starting one of the sessions, the less intense session. And when I was done, I was also convinced that this is something I will never do to my life.
Great.
You understand me?
Exposing your.
That's what I
Like what you want? You don't want to be in that position.
Oh,
or
you
because
see,
we have
someone
want to-
said
we
that
have
you like
other
Nadia
ways we
Banana.
handle it.
Yeah.
I don't know the kind of
Oh, yeah.
relationship you have, but I've never seen a better psychologist than my dad.
Ah, okay.
When my mom was alive, that is the traditional sense. There are things that I know that I'm going to be totally uncomfortable to share with a stranger. So I can totally be honest with my mother or my father,
Okay.
and then you give me that 100% unbiased version of it.
Okay.
You know, and then I'll walk away there. I will get mad. I will sulk. I will resent him, but I will execute every plan that. There's no better way than that. They don't have that luxury, these guys. How many of them have that kind of relationship with their parents?
Yeah, I was going to say that a number of people don't have, and in many cases the reverse is actually the case. You feel more comfortable being open and honest before a stranger who doesn't know anything about you, I won't judge you, I might never see you again, than someone that you have to live with, you know, and relate with, and they're looking at you with one eye. That
I like that way.
So for someone like me, my mom doesn't live here, so when she can't actually communicate, because I'm more of like a physical whatever, my mom advises me to go see counselor. Like she's that sort of person. She would actually advise you to see counselor. She's yeah. But she's a correctional officer, so she sees most of all these women in prisons and people who actually deal with certain issues that she would actually.
I agree with you, but again, it has to do with your blueprint.
Yeah.
If you were not raised in that space to deal with these situations like that, you will, allude to some of those windows. I was not. I don't think he was. You know, my brother, I can speak for you on this matter. So that's the thing. We're not. It's comfort first. My comfort would determine the degree of what I've experienced that day.
Yes.
You understand me? So if there are inhibitions, there's no how I'll tell you the 100% story. It will be a blame game.
Of course.
So guys on YouTube, you guys are getting maximum service quality, because what we cannot talk about on air because of time, you get to listen, during the 5-minute break. Let me see how many. Hope you guys took advantage of it. I hope it's that the internet isn't affecting. Yeah, we're out of time now. So we're out of time at the moment. So what we're going to do when we come back is literally just plug out because our time is fast spent. We're coming back in less than 20 seconds. What's coming next? And then in silence.
Okay.
Mike is up, studio is live.
This is Khadijah, and you're listening to Smooth 98.1.
Smooth, yes, smooth operator. The smooth operators in the building this morning are Ayo,
Valentine.
Al, and we have
Jim
with us,
Iyke.
yes, Jim Iyke is our the smoothest operator in the studio at the moment, and of course James Silas. You can hear his laughter. Unfortunately, like we said, our time is fast spent. We can't take all the stories we planned to, but for those who were watching on YouTube, though, you saw what was happening behind the scenes. We continued the show.
You got served.
You got served. That's the right thing. So, Jim Iyke. Oh yeah,
Quickly, let's take this one. Yenda says it'd be nice to have Jim Iyke as an analyst on the show from time to time. I'd like to hear his analysis of music and videos from artists on display. He's got a good spread of vocabulary. Refreshing listening to him this morning. How often do you read?
I read everything. I have no contest whatsoever.
Nice.
Every book under the sun, I read it.
It's obvious.
I need to stay well informed.
It's
Encyclopedia. This one is from this is actually for you, Jim Silas.
Okay.
It's good to hear your voice.
Thank you.
Shout out to every one of you. By the way, the setup movie is out in cinemas tomorrow. You should go watch Uncle Edem.
Yes.
I look forward. I heard about the twist and turn, so I'm looking forward to it. So, men, I can't call you Jim. So it's Jim Iyke. Everybody like Jim Iyke. Can you please plug out?
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me. It's been the same experience.
Sorry, who makes your suits?
I buy them off the rack. I'm a world traveler, so anyway, my brother, everybody pay their bills about, all right? Yes, well, please, to be a pleasure. Want you to catch me?
I love that.
It's true. I could be in the city where you're
can tell.
Yeah, well, I'm in the travel industry now. I'm on a couple of agencies, so I'm always on the move.
Nice plug. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, brilliant.
Nice, very good.
James Silas.
Jim Silas live in the building. Thank you for having us. Catch you guys next week. Peace.
All right, Lagos, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We hope you have enjoyed the company of Jim Iyke as we have this morning. And don't forget, he's out in the Setup movie, which is out in cinemas tomorrow. This is where we say goodbye on the Grapevine. At 9 o'clock, we're back with Lagos Talks 981. We open the phone lines. You get to talk.
Awesome.
We made it.
Yeah, so short.
We need to tip our back. The driving was extraordinary. I'm hanging on to my seat.
Pictures.
Who's taking one?
I need a proper radio picture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yes, you're the girl in the middle.
Yeah, you see
Sorry.
I don't see any complaining. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Do you want powder?
Innovation from Morphix, just for your baby. Morphix
Thank you.
Mercy. Mercy. If this picture is not nice.
So tell me, Junior, what is the difference between your Indomie and any other meal?
Good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice one.
Can I take one behind your castle?
Yeah,
Please,
definitely.
let me take one. It's I'm like
Now go and buy me our delicious
Yes?
It's true. This
Eh?
No, I want to like a proper. Oh, you want to start? Okay, that's cool.
Just to the friend.
Hold on.
Yeah. We couldn't. Sorry, let me go back. Before you stop,
You got?
No.
Okay, with it. Yeah, you're catching the whole thing, yeah?
So, guy, what are you going to do this? As I'm asking this.